Wow, look at all these people in here. There's Michelle Mitten, prepper veteran. Okay, we'll catch you when you get finished up. And I don't blame you for wanting to work while it's cooler. That's McQuaddy. We got Shannon Barrett, South Florida Sunshine. All right, I was trying to stuff a burger in my mouth before the live stream, and I just had just seconds left. Let's see if I can send a link out. All right. Yeah, the links are sent. It's been a hot and very long day. But I got my code Coca-Cola, and I got this little crowd here on the chat. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh no. Sorry to hear that, House McQuaddy. Yeah, okay. Do what you need to do, Carol. I know the drill. Lemongrass tea. Well, it's one thing I've yet to try. Let's see here. Good grief. If I can just hit the right link. All right. Still a bit warm in here. I have an oscillating fan in front of the air conditioner blowing the cold air over this way, but seems like by the time it gets to this side of the room, it's already warmed up a bit. And I haven't had moringa either. I don't know what either one of those tastes like, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about lemongrass. Took the drone out just before the live stream, and wasn't a spectacular sunset, but I filmed it anyway. I'm hiding. Y'all don't want to see me. Oh, my mint is thriving, doing really well. Yeah, yeah, you'll miss the cat antics, cat antics. Camera's on. Do you want to take over? Guess not. Don't worry. He'll be up here. He'll be up here between me and the laptop in no time. Now, while I was out filming, mosquitoes were nipping at me. So there was another reason not to spend too much time flying. But come here. Yeah. I've gone several years where it seemed like mosquitoes didn't bite me and bite me. And now, I don't know, this year they're different. So I must taste better this year. Yeah. Yeah. It's cooling down slowly. The humidity is really the worst part of it all. Um, I'm not sure what our humidity is right now, but it's been ridiculous. We'll just wait for the app to load. It's not too awful bad. 66% humidity at 77 degrees. Does look like we're going to get some more heat. Yeah, and more stuff. Some of this is coming off of that tropical storm. So they're saying we're going to get that. Yeah, Shannon, hang in this crowd long enough and you'll learn a few things about herbs and flowers and vegetables, tinctures, and whatnot. We have a lot of knowledgeable people who come into this room on Sunday nights. It was in the 80s here today, low humidity, but when the sun went down, it clouded up. Yeah. So I'm not going to play that because it's probably copyright. But I can show you the radar. Let me see if I could make it rotate. think the gyro sensor in my phone is acting up. Probably warm. We have auto rotate turned on. Guess not. Or she's not gonna be able. That was a glare. Happy macaroni.
Macaroni. Happy Macaroni Day.
Wow, that's really hard to read, isn't it?
Happy Macaroni Day. And that's all I got to say about that.
Ooh. We get some more storms moving in. More rain. More rain and more macaroni.
Yeah, happy macaroni. Macaroni is something to celebrate.
Just catching up on the chat here. There's a question for you.
Yeah, my tomatoes are coming on. I've ate another yellow one, and I picked off a couple, 2 or 3 red ones, and they're coming along pretty good. And my corn about another week, and they'll be ready to pick off for most of them. And other than that, as good as it can be expected.
Yeah.
I've done something a little different with my garden, which it was out of necessity more than anything else. You come to the point you got to make a decision on how to take care of it when your rototiller had broke down on you. So what I done, weeded it, the best way with hand tools, but then I just said, I'm not working myself to death. What I'm going to do is let it get up a little high, the weeds in between. I'm just going to take my weed eater right down through the middle of them. And that's what I done. And I kept it just as clean down through there. The way I look at it, you're putting everything right back into the ground, in one way or another. So tilling's okay, but you can do too much tilling. Especially when they get to the midway point of the plant, you want to just leave them alone. Not even touch them. But
Dark, I was trying to catch a fly.
Go ahead, Bear. I rudely interrupted you.
No, you're fine. She had a question, you answered it.
Well, I didn't answer it to my satisfaction, but it's good enough. In short, my tomatoes are doing okay. I've been eating some on them. They still got, even though I've done that little thing with the milk and stuff, they still getting them little bitty, not very bad though. They're still getting them little bitty spots on them. And I've only come to the conclusion that, it's got to be the atmosphere. I mean, the weather is just, not cooperating. My cabbages, I got one cabbage off of it. One. And the other two just sit right there and just, they got big enough, but before the, time to get the cabbage off of it, it just rotted right there. Rotted. And I never had that happen before. At least I got one cabbage off of it anyway. I've got a few cucumbers off, but not as many as I thought it would. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it a little bit different next year, if the Lord's willing, and I'm able to. I'm gonna do my cucumbers a little different and stuff like that. Oh yeah, my potatoes. I got. They're just about ready. I'm thinking. I'm gonna take my mower and go right down through them, mow the tops of them off, and get ready to start digging them.
Yeah, my taters didn't do too well.
I don't know how they're gonna do until I start digging into them, but a whole lot of it has to do with the plants. I'm telling you, these seeds and stuff that you getting from the southern states or what have you, Tractor Supply, whatever. they're not very good. I hate to beat up on Tractor Supply in southern states, but or any of them other places. I'm telling you, I've noticed it, and I ain't been the only one that noticed it either. Some of the seeds has not been producing. My corn is, while all of it was planted within a day apart of each other. Some of my corn's real small in one corner of the patch, and I doubt if it ever catch up. I don't think it's going to catch up. But that's the way it goes, you know. You got to work with what you got and be thankful for it. You know.
She didn't waste any time.
Oh, your kitty.
What's up? Oh, just throw yourself down everywhere. I don't know where I could put anything.
Oh yeah, I need to look up that one little thing I was telling you about the machines and stuff on YouTube. I need to look that up because that's really highly interesting. If I find it, I'll send you a link to it. It should be in my watch history. I found it. It's not a person's video or anything like that. It's just goes through a different types of machinery and stuff. The stuff they got out there right now, man, is blow your mind. That they can harvest crops with and stuff. Crazy. But blah blah blah. I'm just gonna go.
Cozy.
Mouth part. Where is my?
Carol wants to know, what fruit trees do you have or want?
Who?
You.
I've got some plum trees out in my front yard, and other than any other fruit trees, I don't have any. Don't have any.
She's cute, but she's laying on the arm that controls the mouse. What? Something to tell me? What?
Oh yeah, this is it.
No.
Yeah, this is it.
You're not asleep.
Well, there's this computer. I don't know if it's mine or everybody else's has been acting stupid.
Oh, my computer is screaming at me. It doesn't have any more space on the hard drive. It's got like 60 megabits left, probably.
I'm gonna send it to your messenger. I would present it, but I'll just let you look at it. It's pretty interesting stuff. You may want to bring it up yourself. There it is.
That's Clementine, Carol. She's Mystery's daughter. We still haven't seen Mystery, so after the.
If he's allergic to cats, just tell him to wear a mask. Make him wear a mask. They wear this. I'm getting a cat. It makes me all itchy. Here's some lotion. Some people are. I hear that they're allergic to cats. I don't know. The cat danders, I guess is what that people's allergic to.
Hey, Brenda. Welcome in. She's washed out on the screen.
All I gotta say about it is Happy Macaroni Day to everybody out there. And I hope you all have celebrated it today. No, it was yesterday. I'm a day late with it. It was Macaroni Day was yesterday, and I just hope everybody is celebrated. Because if you didn't, you're not an American. You're not
America.
You're not American, and you're not even a Republican.
Dude, yesterday, the guy across the road there from Gene's place set off his first firework for the night. And it was really, it would thump, boom, real loud. And I go, America! And I could hear him over there laughing.
America!
He heard me.
America. Every time they let one off up here, I was going, America.
Yeah, I got some video of it. And they finally got to test that out, test the settings out for fireworks.
Oh yeah, a macho man, Randy Savage. Oh yeah, America. But if you didn't celebrate Macaroni Day yesterday, it's your own fault. It's too late now. Because if you tried to celebrate it right now, you'd be weird. It'd be really weird. You know, people look at you, what are you doing?
Did you see the thumbnail for this live?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll just show it in case anybody missed it.
I didn't look. I just clicked my thing by Bob and come up here. Maybe I should pay more attention in the future because I might fall into something I shouldn't. Excuse me.
Load.
America.
Why is it not
Oh, they're
showing
all
you?
caps. All caps. Somebody's wanting to stress a point. America, macaroni, and cheese even. See what we're doing. What the thing of it is? We're trying to get everybody motivated for Macaroni Day, and evidently the class was not in session during your all's day. You missed it, and you can't celebrate it today because it's a day late, and you'd be weird.
It
Now,
won't
if you
be the
go to
same.
another, if you go to another country, that's you might get ahead of it by a couple hours, but I doubt it. It's an America thing, and you can't go no other country and celebrate Macaroni Day. That's just weird itself. You'd be stereotyped as being weird.
Well, of course a cat wants in. Why wouldn't it want in right now? Can I have my hand back? Thank you, kitty.
I left my front door cracked open so they can go in and out. I got tired. I got tired to open the door for them. No, you can't celebrate that. You can't do that because you can only cook them on Macaroni Day. That's just like you can't shoot fireworks off only on just on the 4th of July. It'd be weird. It'd be weird. You could technically do it, but you just can't associate it with Macaroni Day.
Is that even? It's not even playing, is it?
No, unless your intention was to see a black screen. I mean, other than that, I mean, it's working.
That's right. Dunkin' mac and cheese with bacon bits is good on good any day. Yep.
Yeah, but you can only officially celebrate it on Macaroni Day. It tastes better on that day for some reason. You know, macaroni and cheese. It's any kind of macaroni and tomatoes. Just whatever. Macaroni salad. Just macaroni on a piece of paper with ember glue on it, making that macaroni picture. Just whatever.
Oh, something looks delicious. That let's see, Passamaquoddy sent me something that she made. Sent me a picture of it.
Did you see how green that was back there?
Yeah.
That looked green back there when it went off.
See that again.
Back it up. Oh, I can't remember what was that.
I shot this last night.
When that green was back in there.
He was shooting fireworks off last night. I took my drone out, set it for fireworks, and started filming. Yeah, that's some green right there.
Uh-huh.
He was celebrating Macaroni and Fireworks Day.
So that's what we was doing yesterday, and we was shooting fireworks off for Macaroni Day. We shot them off the day before that, for actual 4th of July, but Macaroni Day falls right after 4th of July. So, hey, you get to shoot more fireworks off. And
anyway, he was shooting them off way too slow for my liking. Unless he's just being careful.
Yeah. I think it was Bobby and them doing that. Shooting off.
There were two people doing it. or two
Last
houses.
night, last
Yeah,
night,
last night. Yeah.
I was
One house.
we were sitting out in the yard when it was going off, and it didn't look like it was Eugene and them because nobody's there except him and his wife, and it looked like it was in towards. It could have even been Gene and them doing it.
Well, I know they were in his son's yard, so whoever was setting them off over here, but there was another family up the road more towards you that was setting them off too. Yeah, but they didn't do it very long. Neither one did. Let me see here. My burger's talking to me now. Present. Share screen. That is. Now I gotta go back to the messenger. She said it was pineapple cheesecake. Sauce McClotty made that.
You got macaronis on it? If it ain't got macaronis on it, I don't know. I can't comment.
But you could eat your macaroni and then have that for dessert.
No, I'm like, possible, we could work it in there somewhere. I'll say it's got some strawberries and some pineapples and some rat turds on the rest of it. What's that? I guess that's what it is. Or is it chocolate chip?
Chocolate chip.
You like rat droppings.
Dude.
And what kind of bread is that?
It's cheesecake.
Oh, okay.
It's cheesecake.
Excelente. You can't make. Oh my lord, Pass McQuarrie, you should have been celebrating Macaroni Day with everybody else. We'd had a lot of fun if you'd done that. You need to pay attention to the holidays. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I might have to open my other channel back up. I did shut it down for a while. I might have to open it back up and start putting some more stuff out on it, but I shut it down for right now. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm not waiting on anything else. That's putting the cart before the horse. I just got, one channel enough. I ain't going to pull some more.
Yeah, I got a handful, but I don't use the other ones.
Fiddle this little old channel here. That's good enough. I'm going to put inspirational stuff on. I will do it on this one. I like that right there. Was that last night or tonight?
That was tonight.
Oh, that's all right. You see things different from where you're at than I do where I'm at. And I'm just right around the road there.
Mm-hmm.
Where that?
That was about 60 feet in the air.
That's America. That's America right there. America. Yeah. America.
Hmm. There it
It
is.
takes
Nope.
it takes a long time to make friends. It does. Friends. Friends.
Gotta weed out the crappy ones for the good ones.
Yeah. Ain't that the way life is in general, really? You know, outside of social media,
Yeah.
you got to kind of weed them out. Son, when I first started my Facebook, I had all kinds of people on there. Most of them was my kin folks and some other, that wouldn't. And I got tired of putting up with their crap, this whining and complaining. I went there one day and I just started having a purge. I purged my Facebook, and now I got the people that's on there is the people that's on there, and I don't add nobody else on there unless I know them pretty good, and stuff like that. I like that setup on that screen on that app there. I was thinking about a while ago, Barry, about taking my drone to Perville Battlefield, but I'm gonna have to wait and see if I can I'm going to get a carrier and put on my phone in order to. I think if I don't, I'm not gonna have signal to run I don't know how good the Wi-Fi is out there. You shouldn't have no problem. You got AT&T, but
Yeah, but my phone doesn't even use the I mean, my drone doesn't use the phone's internet or cellular at all. It's
yeah, that's what
yours
I'm
should.
thinking. Mine shouldn't either. But I'm going to Walmart and get some reflective tape and tape that bad boy up where I can find it easier next time. We just got lucky to find that sucker, dude. We
Yeah.
had to do some. We had to do some real serious Sherlock Holmes stuff to figure out where that drone went. and it was nowhere close to where I originally thought it was at. I didn't think it went across the road because the hell I didn't even see it go across the road.
Yeah.
And that's why I say I'm gonna put them and reflective tape on there so you can see that thing from a distance. And a little platform I gave you there works perfect, don't it?
Yeah. Sure does.
Yeah, I figured it would. Ideals come in small packages, I guess.
The video I uploaded today was yesterday's sunrise, and it includes that screen that you're seeing there. They're synced up with the video that was recorded, and this wasn't it wasn't a bad sunset, but it wasn't as colorful as it could be. All right. Good night, Shannon. Thanks for stopping in.
Height 56 feet, distance 21 feet, 22 feet. I'm looking at all the stuff on there.
It's like it says. I think it said it had 25 satellites. I can't really read it so small.
25, yeah. Where's your battery life? Is that where it says 76%? Is that it?
Yeah.
Battery. I
Yeah.
assumed it was. It ain't using much.
There's no way
No,
on one battery to record the whole sunset from start to finish.
yeah.
Because the battery only holds up 30 minutes, but I honestly don't get 30 minutes out of it. I might get closer to 28.
Yeah, ain't that the way it is though with any of these batteries in general? You don't ever
Mm.
get the full, you know.
You buy
If they put a 20, if they said, "Oh, this battery only lasts 28 minutes," people wouldn't like it, would they?
yeah.
They add that 30 in there, and they, oh yeah, cool.
Well, if I was flying around and not being more stationary, then it probably would hold a lot longer. But it's got to stay. It's doing a lot of things at one time. It's
Yeah,
really pretty amazing what these drones can do. They they have to film. They got to convert it to either a picture or a movie, and then you got that thing trying to stay in one spot, keep track of the GPS, and then you got it transmitting, receiving. I mean, they do a lot. It's amazing the battery, does
yeah.
give me close to 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Nine
pixelated.
nine 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 on your card.
Yeah.
Cram full in it.
That's what well, I empty it every time I film.
Yeah.
I'll bring it in here and I'll take all the files off of it. And that's why my hard drive is screaming for help. Because you never know, something could happen. You lose that footage, and then I could store them all on that card. But then when I go take it flying out one time, I might not look at how much space I've got left, and then find out I didn't have any at all. Oh, excuse me. I think that's a 128 gig SD card.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. The max it'll hold is a 516. Yeah, 516 gigabytes. You see, it said lighting environment too dark.
Your visual positioning is inaccurate, it says.
Yeah.
It can't tell how high it is off the ground.
There's my army.
Oh God! Oh God! What was that?
Yeah, I should have warned you on this video.
I wish you did, man. That'll make you lose your buttermilk right there.
You see, I got my small army in the background.
Yeah, you lose your buttermilk.
Normally, I would just catch it in my hand, but I just land it.
You're gonna try to do it one day, and that thing's gonna scalp you. It's gonna be like you're gonna be off like a couple degrees, and the thing gonna
snap all my fingers off.
I know, and then things hurt. The other drone, I had it, and it attacked me. I couldn't get away from that thing. It had them big long blades on it too, and that thing was smacking me on the leg, and I still got scars. I still got scars from it. thing decided it just, had enough, and it was just going to, I'll teach you.
Your drone was like, I'm tired of you telling me where to go.
Yeah, he decided he just started taking off, flew right towards me. Yeah, it literally flew right towards me, dude, like it had mind its own. And I couldn't get away. It was just like I was trying to beat that thing off me and everything. And at the same time, them propeller blades was smacking me all over the body. It was funny in a way, but it hurt. It hurt. I'd much rather a cat had got hold of me that thing. Probably couldn't have hurt as worse. Oh, but
that could have been a it could have been a weed eater.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't much difference in it. I've had them weed eater twines smack me on the leg. That's why I don't, when I'm weed eating, sometimes I don't wear shorts. And that thing, it's healed up quite a bit, but I can still see the scars that's left. It's,
You won't do that again, right?
No, you learn. You fool them. Barry can tell you, if you fool them drones long enough, you're going to learn to respect them. Respect them, because it's America.
America.
It's America. I think since this is a Chinese drone, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find me an American flag sticker, and I'm just going to put it on there because I think that's what's wrong with it. I think that's what's wrong with it. It's in damn Chinese. It's trying to fly it. There might be some even inside of it. Little Chinese people. What's that there? Look at hell. Little stupid Americans buying our products, and we will take over their internet.
Hey, Bob. Yes, macaroni. America.
Macaroni, America.
America.
America. Woo-hoo. Getting down. Everybody calm down.
Where you been, Bob?
America. Right
there.
That's America right there. America.
Yeah, we don't have to paint our ground to make it look green.
No.
Natural.
Yeah. That's that Kentucky essence going up into the clouds and radiating its awesomeness.
Yeah, we've had a whole picnic. It's a picnic all summer long in America.
Yeah. Especially on Macaroni Day.
Well, Bob,
yeah.
Bob, did you? I wonder if Bob ate enough to get floundered. Can he get up out of the chair? There's got to be something up with that. Why are we seeing more yellow sunsets?
I don't know. If you hadn't got it on film, I would have said you probably was smoking some of them wild weeds that behind your house there, Barry. But since you got it on film, that's I don't know. I can't say nothing.
Bob needs a Boeing forklift to stand up today after eating all that grilled food.
I'm thinking about getting me a Temu drone, one of them $12 ones. just to try it out, and see what it does.
I saw a cool helicopter for about $20.
Yeah, I thought about getting me one of them Temu drones. Really, seriously, I would have $12 ones.
Yeah.
I mean, to see, just to give it a good test. Maybe Temu will send me some more crap free.
Well, I know other people were doing it.
Hey, watch me take this Temu drone, smack, and run it into the side of this building and see if it still works.
Hey, that's what they did on let's see, what was it? The Farpoint Farms YouTube channel. They sent them one. They said it was indestructible, and they wanted them to try to break it.
They sent it to the wrong people. They should have sent it over to me. I would have made sure I would have put it through the ringer. This little sucker right here, it went right across the driveway, Barry, and right into a bunch of trees. And it was laying, and it evidently had landed, but it was laying just like perfectly. There nothing.
It's like it just landed.
Yeah, there's not a thing wrong with it. I looked at it, and Eugene found it. I seen it. We set up a grid pattern. When we crossed that fence, we said, this is the only place it can be. And the other side, I'd already looked all over that other side, everywhere. And the color of it, see, blends in with anything. So you'd have to be, Eugene just damn near, it was like a foot from him before you seen it.
Oh.
And you had to be right on top of it. I mean, I don't know why they make them colors for, but I'm gonna fix that. You learn. Anybody's drone out there, I would recommend them doing it. Getting some reflective tape and put on the wings of it and the sides of it or whatever, and the top.
Get you an Apple AirTag to stick on there.
Yeah.
It's like putting GPS on it. You lose it, you can track it down.
Mm-hmm. But there's these little batteries right here. They say they're about 15 minutes, but I doubt it. I've not really tested it.
Yeah.
I think I will before I actually take it out and do anything with it. I'm just going to sit there and just, with it maybe off the ground, maybe 4 foot, just sitting there hovering.
Yeah.
And see how long the battery lasts on it. It's good to know all them things. In a controlled, setting. I like the looks of it. It's light. It's a very light drone. It don't take much for the wind to blow it. Put it back in its case before it decides to run away again. Get back in there. You're not getting out.
Just tie a string to it.
You're not getting out no more tonight. I'm not going to feed you tonight. You're going to lay there and think about what you've done. No supper for you, young man.
So you can see Brenda over there smacking her keyboard.
You know what you do? Take that keyboard and throw it out in the yard. That's how you do it. And that way you can say you won.
I hear fireworks, do you?
Yeah, I heard that. It's off in that direction.
It sounds like it's on the other side of the knob over here.
Yeah, toward Hooterville, somewhere in that area. Oh, I don't know. Macaroni Day.
Oh, I didn't see that article, Carol. That's sad. Seems to be a lot of that going around too. People snatching kids
Well,
up.
well, you know, I'm gonna put it just like this: it's a bad situation that happened, but it could have been prevented. You gotta keep a 14-year-old girl shouldn't be in a position where they can get abducted. I'm sorry. 14-year-old, the parents should be right there, Johnny on the spot, or somebody should be saying, no, you're not walking to the park. You're not walking to nowhere by yourself. You're just not going to do it. But I'm glad they caught the people who done it, those people, but they won't do nothing with them. They won't do a thing with them. They sure as hell won't deport them. But I don't know. It's just a terrible mess. Either way you look at it, people are going to be more vigilant with their children than that. There ain't no excuse for that. Her dad saw her get in the car.
Good God!
What was he doing to allow her to get in the damn car?
What was he doing? Staring at shorts and not really paying attention to his kid? You know,
was he doing this at the same time? You know, oh, she's getting in the car with somebody. Oh, never mind. I mean, that shows you that the parents are not paying attention to the children. They just let them run willy nilly. 14-year-old, they wouldn't know. There's no way in hell that she would have been anywhere close to the road to get in anybody's car other than somebody that, you know, mine, whatever. It's sad it happened, and I'm glad it was rectified, but I guess next time you'll be more Johnny on the spot, won't he? Kids nowadays are not disciplined like they should be. There's no way in hell. When I was growing up, 14-year-old, no. Well, I didn't even start, you know, running around with my friends or walking up the road and stuff until I was about 16 or 17. And I don't know. I realize things are a lot different now than it was back then, but it's still the same. The parents need to be more vigilant. And I'm sorry if that hurts anybody's feelings. I'm sorry, but if it hurts your feelings, then that tells me they should tell you that maybe you should do something about it. If you have to put ankle chains on them, it's whatever it takes. This day and time, boy, it's just too dangerous to be letting your guard down. Now in the country right here, you know, you still have that possibility of that happening here, but it's not like in these cities or whatever. It's just I don't know.
Hello, Bob.
I can't excuse stupidity. I can't. It's just it's a wonder the kid didn't. It's a wonder she's still alive. To be quite honest with you.
As the Lord used.
Are you catatonic? With
No,
the
I'm just
food?
reading the side chat here. I'm not aware of the story that happened, but
Very catatonic.
catatonic, multi-catatonic. Yeah.
Yeah, a little girl in Mexico kidnapped that little 14-year-old girl and took her. They stopped him in Missouri, and she was still alive. Was okay. And
In fact,
my,
oh, they threatened to kill her family, so she did what they said. Wow.
Randall, are you being a racist? Saying
I don't know. I guess I'm being
yeah,
I
a
guess you could say
racist. Yeah.
I'm a realist.
Oh no, you're a racist because
I could be.
oh my God.
Well, I didn't. I didn't put a ethnicity behind the kidnappers. I'm
Oh,
per
okay.
se. You know what I'm saying.
I have an idea though.
Yeah. The fact is, a 14-year-old girl was allowed to even be in a position where that could happen in the first place is beyond me.
Yeah.
I have to wait 5 minutes to go see what she's done. I might miss my TikTok video.
Yeah.
That's the root of the problem. Yeah.
Oh
Parents.
my God.
Well, they call them parents, but parents who cannot put the damn phone down long enough to pay attention to their kids.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter, even though they were Mexicans, it kidnapped them, but it could have been just a regular American or whatever.
America.
Americans. Mm-hmm. There's monsters everywhere, man. Monsters are everywhere.
That's some stupid idiots. Yeah, that's the ones that they let in, and there's a lot more in there besides them. But I don't know. That's just a subject that.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about offending somebody out there. I'll speak my mind.
Stay that way. You should be. Yeah.
But I'm not racist by no means, but if the shoe fits, wear it. And it is what it is.
Look at the big differences. Like my wife and 2 of my 4 kids were thoroughly vetted, legal to come here.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them save lives every day. The third one, my daughter is an artist. Not a problem. Never been in any trouble whatsoever. None of them.
Well,
and you get a bunch of folks who just go around the system. Look what happens.
Well, it doesn't even have to be Mexicans in nature or whatever.
Anybody.
South Americans. They could just be a Joe Blow off the street, doing that stuff too. That's just the same thing. Besides the fact whether they was in here illegal or not, it's just the fact that their child was unsupervised.
Yeah, that too.
And 14-year-old, it's not even it ain't much more than a baby.
Yeah, they are a baby, really.
14-year-old, that's
they don't know what life is about at 14. None of them do.
But I think the parents this might be a wake up call to them. Maybe it'll turn out better next time. They'll be more on top of it.
What happened to the child? What happened to the child? Is she still alive or no?
I think so.
Thank God for that.
They found her in Missouri.
Well, thank God. And all those radicals defund the police. There's a case why you don't want to defund the police.
Mm-hmm.
Give them more resources. Give them more people.
Yeah, the cops won when it caught them.
Good.
They're lucky. I'll tell you right now, they are extremely lucky, and it could have went bad. It could have been much worse.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I would even feel at that point. I mean, I can't. I can't say it. You know, they abducted her in Indiana.
That's a devil on the loose, and that's what's behind all this stuff. That's a damn devil doing that stuff and his minions.
What did the father
Pure
chase
evil.
them down in his car? I mean, come on.
Don't
If
know
he
about
if he
that.
saw her get into a car, well, so there's some missing information here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fill the blanks in.
If I saw that, we'd run into a demolition derby on the highway or on the side streets. He's
Yeah,
not going to get away with my child. I mean, I'll ruin my car. I'll kill myself, you know. But you're not running away from with my kids.
I've been right on top of them,
Mm-hmm.
bumper to bumper, down through there. Now I don't even know how to even say how I would feel because you know, it's a scary thing, and I just don't know how you how a person would feel. But golly, I bet it's a wake up call now. I bet next time they'll be throwing a chain around her ankles and
Mm-hmm.
keeping her within arm's reach of the door at all times. After this, well, it should be anyway, but it won't. Most likely, it won't. Be back to business as usual after about a couple months. Right back to it. Unfortunately. But those individuals, they need to, what they should have needed was some good old hillbilly justice done to them. And when that word got out, then the next person would be a little bit leery about doing something like that again. Because they know what they're going to get. There wouldn't be no popo involved in it.
There's a fellow here on YouTube. I go on a panel with him about once a week. He did some time, and he says, "Trust me, people who harm children in prison, we put them through a living hell." You know, I said, "Well, how do you do that?" He goes, "Well, we go and buy baby oil in the commissary, and we heat it up, throw it right in their faces."
Mm-hmm.
You know, and keep doing it again and again until their faces are blistered off. Yep.
Yeah.
So there is some justice in the system. What do you got there, Barry? All
What do you
right.
think, neighbor? Looking better?
Nice.
Looks pretty
Very
good.
nice.
Yeah. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good there. The light don't do it justice, though. The light.
Nah, this light sucks.
Well, the camera don't do it justice, what I meant to say.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice and healthy. Good deal.
That's a Christmas cactus.
Mm-hmm.
It's perked up a whole lot.
Yeah.
Did you repot it, Barry?
No, I just
That's the pot. That's the pot it was in.
I just took care of it. I mean, you know, I pruned some of the.
Mm-hmm.
The dead. It had some dead on it.
It really.
It wasn't took care of. Yeah, it wasn't took care of at all when I got it.
Now
I got every damn plant she had over there. So
I've nicknamed it Sideshow Bob
because it looks like it does. It does.
Reminds me of his hair, so I call it Sideshow Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, I got about 6 or 7 of them, but they had started in different pots, and they're not very big. But I got one big one out there too. But gotta figure out where we're gonna put the thing. They're in-house plants, so I have to bring it in the house for too long. But no. I figured, well, why not? I'll take them all, and because she ain't gonna need them. Golly, it's crazy. Stupid.
here's my most recent experiments with alternative plant fertilizer.
What is that?
That's paper that
Uh-huh.
I tear it. I tried cutting it, but tearing it works better. And then I put it into that parts tumbler for deburring.
Uh-huh.
And inside there I put blood meal and bone meal and used coffee grounds. And
Uh-huh.
it infuses into that paper. Then I throw it out in the grass, and man, the earthworms paper, they love paper. And then when they get at that stuff, and it just goes soil right into the soil. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I've thrown it out and let it sit for about a week, and the plants are just going crazy. The grass and stuff and buttercups and all that are just going crazy. They're loving it. Blood meal, bone meal, and coffee. That little coffee shop I go to, they've got big bags of used coffee grounds. They, just take them. Just take them
Mhm.
as you leave. Yeah. Well, I'm always messing around trying to find something. But you've seen on my channel what I do with books that are laying around that I don't care
Yeah,
for.
I understand. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
those uh,
Yep.
books that shouldn't be read or whatever.
Shouldn't
Yep.
even
I
be in
can't.
print.
Yeah, I agree. But the ones I can find, we got people put them in boxes alongside the road and stuff
Mm.
like that, and I go through them, and I remember one of them that's in my lawn right now was in with a bunch of kids books, and this book was about two boys discovering homosexuality at the ages of about 6 or 8 or whatever, and normalizing it. Like, no, no, no. Another one was about the joys of having an extramarital affair. Topics like that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So it made good.
Sorry.
It made good fertilizer, didn't it?
Yes, sir, it did. I can't find a scrap of it out there. The earthworms love it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Carol asked about the mint.
Okay.
Just
There it is. That's
really healthy.
good and healthy. Yeah, it is.
Here's the offshoot. It
Right
needs
on.
to go into a bigger pot, but it's got much bigger. Now, mind you, it's from the same plant, but the leaves are so much bigger on this one.
Right on.
Smells amazing, and the leaves on this one aren't as coarse as these. These are kind of coarse, but wow, that one smells like double mint gum.
Right on.
Yeah,
Does it smell like macaroni?
mint macaroni.
Oh,
And called it macaroni. Yeah. I like
Yankee
that.
Doodle went to town
Mm-hmm.
riding on a pony. Stuck his finger in his and called it macaroni.
What?
What?
Don't,
Yeah, America.
don't do that. Don't do that.
America. America.
Mm-hmm. Well, if it's a weed seed, it smells pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a different type of mint in the grass out in my backyard, and they were in that along the fence, so I dug those plants out. But the roots are in the grass, and well, just leave them. They're green. Let it go. Let it rock. Yeah, that's right. Duncan up there said, "Sin, sin, sin." With after I mentioned those books that I turn into compost. I don't like that stuff.
Let me go get a cup of coffee.
Mhm.
They'll say, he just tore our books up that we meant to be
Mm-hmm.
indoctrinating people with.
Yeah.
Takes them and tears them up and uses them as fertilizer.
hmm
How
Yeah.
dare you? That's so un-American and racist.
There's been several books that I've done that too, and I plan on doing it again. Keep doing it.
Oh, I don't blame you. I'll do it.
All I do
Let me-
Randall, is I run it through the bandsaw and cut the back of it off. So I got sheets of paper and just sit here while I'm doing not much of nothing and turn it into something useful.
I got something better. Well, not as better as that, but what I do, I catch one. I just get it out, take it home,
Mhm.
and soak it in water for about 2 days, and then let the pages get all nice and put it in a press and press the pages together while it's wet.
Mhm.
Then put it back in there. let them try to read that book.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck with that.
Mhm.
How many more you got? I can put some more in there.
I do have some ideas about that. Along those lines is
Yeah.
I've got some good size hole saws to put in the milling machine and take some of those crap books, put them all together,
Mm-hmm.
and bore a big hole right through all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Fill it with soil and use them as planters.
Yeah.
Use so little soil and
Yeah.
good to go. The paper will hold water in, and the plants should be pretty happy about it. I hope.
That's just how my brain thinks.
hmm
Of course, what you're doing there is good.
Yep.
Great. I mean, that's putting
Yeah.
that's putting it to good use and everything.
hmm
And
When I get around to it, I'll put a video out about it. About how I did it, and look, it's got a good use now.
yeah, I know a couple places got them little bitty uh, roadside library things, little
Bingo.
boxes, and
Yep.
I know, and I every once in a while
hmm
I do open it up and look and see what's in there, because every once in a while you might get a good book. I
Yeah.
mean,
Mhm.
somebody is tired of reading it, but I collect books a lot, but yeah, if I catch one in there, that's exactly
Mhm.
what I do. I don't care if I have to take it all the way home and then burn all the gas all the way back up to take it back. I'll do it.
Yep.
Yep.
I've
I'll
noticed
send
this though that books about communism, normalizing
Uh-huh.
homosexuality,
Uh-huh.
all those books are brand new. They've never even been opened, and
Oh, yeah.
they're stuffed in those little roadside boxes
Mm-hmm.
with the children's books. Usually, the top row is general topics. The bottom row is children's books. These are being done on purpose. They are
Oh,
brand new books.
of
Brand new
course.
books. hmm
Yeah. Hey, let me catch them. Don't have a hard time opening that book and reading
hmm
it. Oh,
Take those books and put them where the sun don't shine. That's what I feel
yeah,
like doing. Putting them into a pillowcase and beat them senseless with it.
yeah. There'll be a sign on next time. Please do not put, if you're going to put books in here, please make sure people are able to read them.
Yeah.
That's what the
hmm
sign will be next time when.
Well,
But
I've noticed that they've put up some signs. Please bring the books back.
yeah, like I'm gonna do that.
Wow.
What y'all do,
Oops.
Bob? Say what y'all do to get you a handful of that stuff. Just put it in a little baggie and just leave it
hmm
and put it back in there. So here,
Oh,
I'm bringing it back.
I brought it back. Yeah,
I
yeah.
brought it back.
I should do that because
Yeah, I do it.
I run it through the bandsaw and cut the
Mhm.
spine off so I can get it down to pages. I should do that. Yeah, put the spine into a Ziploc bag.
Get you a magic marker or Sharpie and write across it. Here's your
Return.
book. I returned your books to you. Yeah,
That's a good thought. Yeah.
there's always a way around things like that.
hmm
Let them put them out there. The more they put out there, the more fertilizer you got.
Uh huh.
eventually they'll get tired of putting them out there.
Yeah, all the rest of them, I leave them alone.
Yeah.
No problem.
Well,
No problem. Yep.
that shows you're not a book hater.
No, I'm not. Not at all.
It's those type of books.
Yes, sir.
I'll be right. I'm 100%
Well,
right on that.
I had to boil my water a second time because a moth landed in the first pot of hot water.
Well, you should have left it in there and drunk it anyway, Barry. It gave it
Yes,
some
wake up
protein.
wake up the next day and I got wings and I feel like chewing in some clothing,
Oh,
turn into a
you
mothman.
got to eat the bugs
Didn't like it.
and
That's
like it.
protein. It's protein. Yeah. That's a good thought, Randall. But I won't do that because you know how nuts these
Well,
radicals are. He's got his
how they going to trace where you how they going to do that?
who knows, man. I would like to do that, but they're nuts, man. They go get fingerprints off the plastic bag or set up cameras somewhere, and
Well, y'all do
Remember,
that. Bob,
neighbor, he lives in Washington State.
here's what y'all do, Bob. Take the book.
No offense,
Take
Bob.
the inside.
No,
Take the inside of it out. Leave the cover. Put a really good, decent book.
Like the
The inside
Bible.
of it's back in that, and glue it back and send it back to them.
I could
Well,
do
I like
that.
your way better. I like your way. Just
That's a good suggestion. Put a Bible inside of it and send it back. Put it back.
now they ain't gonna watch for them.
Brought
If
the
they
book
don't
back.
know who done it. How they gonna know who done it? There's no way of them
Yeah,
knowing.
man. Radicals.
They got people buffalo too much. Now, if they got cameras sitting up there or whatever, then
That's the thing.
that would be the only thing. But then sometimes you got to bite the bullet. Oh, I'm just borrowing these books. I'm not doing nothing with them.
Yeah.
I'm using them as props for my table. It's all centered by 2 inches or something.
Yeah, I've got several videos out there about me doing that, and I don't even show the title of the books. I don't even give it that much credit at all. I don't mention the authors or the title. It's just tear it up. My little part done right there.
Yeah, that's better. I'll do it that way. That way, it's no chance of getting bung-holed by a commie.
Yeah, I know that, Carol. I saw him 4 years ago when they tore this area up and lit so many fires all over the state. They are well organized. They're dedicated and they believe in what they're doing.
No, they're hired.
They are.
You start stretching about 2 or 3 of them out, and the rest of them get the message.
Yeah, they are hired. They're very well organized. They're well funded.
Yeah. Just like crisis actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Carol. Yeah, Antifa's from Oregon and Washington, and there's my missus. She's out on the deck. I got a camera out there, and out there on the deck, got her feet up on the little table and taking a break. Yeah, drinking her water. Boy, she's been in a cooking mood lately. Oh man, just stuffing me full.
Oh no, she turned cannibal. She turned cannibal on you. She's just stuffing you like a turkey. And then when she's ready, she's gonna slaughter you. It'll be all your. It'll be the last time we see Bob.
You see that video of today? Well, those weren't beef ribs on the grill. No.
She'll be pinching him on the side there, couple more days, maybe a week.
Yeah. Fatten me up.
Yes. Here, Bob, eat some more. Eat some more of this stuff. It's good. It's good. And Bob started eating it, and she'll go, excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, takes and draws something out of a syringe and waits for me to go to sleep. Wake up on a butcher table.
Yeah. She's basting you while you're asleep. She got that syringe full of seasoning, and she's pre-marinating you. Oh, good, he's asleep. Now this won't hurt a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to answer a comment from Passamaquoddy here. During the Floyd riots, that's what stopped the Floyd riots. I saw him in Tacoma, Washington. The front line was law enforcement, and behind them was the Army Guard, and they had batons and full body armor on, and some of them were wearing Ranger tabs, you know. And behind them was the armed infantry, and that's then the governor finally called curfew, and that's what ended the riots. Curfew means if you're out past dark or after you've been told, you will be arrested. Period. You know, not if, maybe, and might. You will be detained by the National Guard, and I know soldiers pretty well. You're not going to go into a jail healthy and happy.
I do too, Carol. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot to turn the country around. It may be more than Trump can handle.
But it's a start.
Yeah.
It's a start. Yeah. Yeah, I see commercials on YouTube here where Obama's like, just $5 can, you think I'm going to donate money to the Democrat Party that's funding this stuff? You're out of your mind. I'm funding someone who's going to come and burn down my house. Yeah, not going to happen.
Take your food stores and anything else they can take.
You bet they will.
You worked your life. You worked your whole life to get to where you are now.
Yep. And you're a straight white male. You don't deserve this. It needs to be distributed. Like, really?
The only thing I got to say about that whole situation, if they want my stuff, they're more welcome to come and get it.
That's right. Yeah.
They can come and get it.
Come and get it.
But they'll have to work for it. It's not going to be, I'm not going to hand it to them. They'll have to work for it.
Come and get it. I ain't bringing it to you.
That's so hard.
They would have a hell of a time in this valley.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. If they came to this house, they'd find an empty house.
We don't have to hide our food in our home.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yep. Yep. Find an empty house, no occupants, no nothing. Where are they? I don't know.
I think it would be funny to buy some do not cross police line tape. You hear they're going around taking people's, food and guns and stuff. Just wrap your house in that stuff,
It's already been looted.
Yeah. Just do not cross police line.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, it's already been looted and there's nobody here.
Get some chalk and draw an outline of a body. Have your friend lay down on the ground. Just trace it.
Yeah. Hey, my best friend Michael's a black guy, and he grew up in Tacoma in the city. And he saw that I have a bunch of brass. And he says, save some of that, Bobby. And I go, why? He says, that's an old hood trick. If we don't want people coming around, we'll throw out a bunch of brass. And the no goods see all that empty casings laying down there, and they go the other way. And I said, you smart. You are smart. I'm doing that. I'm keeping it, Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Show a bunch of bandage packaging laying around and a bunch of empty brass, Oh, I think we'll go down the street.
Um, they're putting us between Hitler and Stalin and making it so black and white, so we will not work out our own differences in units. Or unite. I can read. See, English is hard.
I told you English is hard.
I want an old-fashioned fallout shelter, but with 2 exits. Yep.
Hey, Shawnee.
Filter too. Hey, Shawnee. Well,
if you wonder what I'm doing, I'm trying to fix my garden hose.
Welcome back, Duncan.
Nature Boy and the bugs. Hello, Nature Boy. Yep.
Howdy. Yeah, I think if it came down to it, they started raiding people's places for resources.
Yeah.
They're going to go for the really high profile YouTube channels that are just way out there saying, yeah, I'm prepped to the gills, or I just bought X amount of acres of property, like what's his name, Canadian prepper.
Mm-hmm.
I tried watching that guy.
He rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, I couldn't watch. I unsubbed pretty quick. Yeah, it's all fear. Fear sells. People love it.
Sorry to hear that about your Queen Aunt, Danger Boy.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm more concerned about just normal street crime than anything else. That's where most people get injured, killed, hurt. Some knucklehead break into your house and you come home from work and he's standing in your living room. That's what scares me more. That's what scares me more than anything else. Or like that little girl who got grabbed off the street. That's life threatening right there. But
yep.
Nature Boy, the Bugs World said, Randall.
Oh, hello. Macaroni Day. Happy Macaroni Day to you. Day late, dollar short, but that'll be all right.
better late than never.
Yeah.
Well, I go on international panels in the morning.
No,
Someone
never.
In the morning, top people all over the world, and one of them asked me, when do you think old Poopy Pants is going to step down? I said, are you kidding me? That guy will never give up power. He'll stay there as long as he can, or his wife will stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's not going to. He's going to
not
be
going
in there
anywhere.
for long. They're not going to. They're going to let him just be nominated, and
Yep.
they're going to get beat like a yard dog.
No, those little geckos, yeah, they're pretty cool. Those little things are sneaky, man. They get into your house no matter how hard you try to keep them out. They're harmless, but I call them communists and run around the house, try to grab them. They're too fast for me. Little communist invader. My nieces are looking at me like Uncle Bob has lost his mind. She's chasing lizards around the house.
There's one for you, Nature Boy.
That's a blue-tailed skink.
A skank.
Skank? Oh, you mean
It's a skank.
the one on the street corner? You mean?
It's a skank. How dare you to mispronounce that lizard? You mispronounced it.
Oh yeah, yeah, Barry, you should be punished. You should be punished.
You mispronounced that.
You didn't say them or they.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you, Barry?
Y'all.
How dare you, y'all?
I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, y'all.
Oh,
You
come
know.
on now. Save Palestine. Come on. Save
Oh,
Palestine.
y'all.
And he mispronounced that, and it's going to hurt that lizard's feelings. And you know, once the word gets back to it, it's going to be depressed and have to take psychotherapy and other drugs because he mispronounced it.
How dare you, Barry? You are the root of all evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew my secret was going to get out sooner or later. It's
Here it is. Today's the day.
very hard to keep.
Well,
Barry.
it's what you call a Freudian slip.
Yeah,
can't do
Barry was exposed on Macaroni Day.
Exposed.
It's hard to live two lives at the same time, you know.
Yeah.
I'm glad you exposed me for who I really am.
I told you he's going to get caught, Barry. You just won't listen to me. Damn. It's hard to get. I'm not going to even say this because if I do, somebody's going to think a nasty thought.
Yeah, we got a kid in the room too.
It's hard to get something big into a small hole. There, I said it.
That's what reamer bits are made for. Yep. Increase the diameter to a.
Easy.
No, I'm
Easy,
talking about
Hayward.
drilling holes. I drilled holes in airplanes for 30 years, man. Clean, straight, and round at the diameter of 0.178. Oh, yeah.
Or
Of an
smaller.
inch. Yeah. Plus or minus 2,000ths of an inch. Yeah, there you go. Obtain a BACB 30MY, oversized fastener.
PCBQ NDYXLR.
Extra large. Extra round. Extra round. Yeah.
Extra long and round.
BACB, that meant Boeing commercial aircraft, standard, blah, 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 blah. NAS 1175. It's a.
Did they call them Boeing because they bounce when they hit the ground, or is it just?
Because now they don't bounce when they hit the ground. When they land, they bounce, but when they hit the ground, no, they don't bounce. They just go kaboom. Look at that little troublemaker right there, looking at you like with them loving eyes,
Daggone it. I will not let it beat me. It will not beat me.
He says that and tears it all up.
It will not. I'll psychoanalyze it. Then I'll get her done.
Get it on some medication, Randall, right now. Pharmaceuticals are the answer.
Get her done.
Mm-hmm.
America.
Never mind about faith and prayer. Put them on pills. That'll get it done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's how they think, but they'll soon find out.
Some folks do.
They'll soon find out that's not the answer.
That is a good picture. That's a good picture.
Hey, the woman that stopped by the other day with 50 questions. Why is your cat laying in the road? Well,
because he wants to.
It's in the shade. This is where he lives, and the rocks are cool. Why are you on meth?
He's happy.
Barry, you even mispronounced her.
How
I
dare you, Barry?
mispronounced it. You mean
It. Well, you know, yeah.
he's a good
How do
looking
you
cat though.
how do you know that cat identifies his gender as male? How do you know that?
Yeah,
How
Barry.
do you? Yeah, what's the
Well,
matter with him?
How do you know? I
because
mean,
the last litter, he had clearly had a part in that
Okay,
without getting too.
so he the birthing female, or
No,
oh,
he didn't give birth.
what do they call what do they call that? The
I'm not
birthing
sure what this.
partner? I think
I'm not sure what to even say here right now.
I get lost in all this nonsense, man.
he gets lost.
hmm
We'll figure it out.
Up to you, Barry. It went
Yeah, that's
down
what
to 2 viewers.
we should.
Yeah,
We should teach this stuff in our universities. Yeah, we should teach it. Yeah, make sure all the young people are forced to take these classes. Oh yeah.
I mean,
What
42.
they do? They do? Oh, okay. All right. So we're good then.
I'm so confused at this point.
Well, that
How confused are you? Are you ready to?
What did she mean? My choice down to 4 viewers. Every week has been less and less viewers. You see, I just don't complain about it. I just let it happen. If, there's
just
people
go.
here.
Yeah.
If they're not, then I just talk to myself and you and Randall.
Yeah.
So, and I'll show cat pictures while I do it.
But don't misgender them. Come on now.
I could care less if it went down to 2 years with me.
Yeah,
I could care less.
Last summer at a fire pit at the neighbor's house. I was very proud of the two young people, young lady and young man. Both of them have been through university, and I talked to them real directly about that woke education. They shook their heads, and we're forced to take it, but we don't believe in it. It's like, man, I hope you're the majority.
Yeah.
I hate to do this to you but it's about your age, and I've got girls, and I wouldn't, at their age, they wouldn't be on my channel, the whining channel, this late at night. So I really hate to do this to you, but yeah. Let's see, there we go. It's about your age. It's not about your personality.
Well,
Um,
who are you talking about, Barry?
the cat.
The young kid, nature boy, surely
Oh, okay.
not be on
Yeah.
YouTube this late at night, let alone by himself.
I agree.
Now, I could understand if they were a nephew or niece or something of one of our viewers.
Yeah.
But I would appreciate if anybody did do that, let their niece or nephew or son or daughter come up here, that you let me know that, you're right there with it.
Yeah.
But I really hate to do that to him, but it's YouTube is really weird about kids on YouTube.
Oh,
And that's why when you upload a video, it says, "Is this made for kids?"
Mm.
You really don't want to say yes. They will watch your channel like a hawk. Yeah, he did seem like a good kid, and I'm sure he is. But after reading your comments and thinking, what would I do if my girls were on at that age? I would probably already been on them about it. Raising my girls, there was a point where I blocked a lot of websites, and YouTube was one of them.
Mm.
I went into the modem itself and I blocked those URLs. So I'm sorry, bud. Just that it has to be that way.
well, I'll be the same. I'm right behind you, Barry, on that. Because I mean, if you can't talk the way you want to within decency and stuff on your own damn live stream, then what's the use to having one?
Mm.
Yeah, Carol, I don't even know how to do that, to be honest with you. I couldn't, without knocking us off. Somebody,
I don't know.
but y'all just ratchet jaw while I take her business. Business.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That video I did about me going out to uh, investigate a strange light in the sky, and then this happened, got 1,019 views.
Yeah.
Really?
I was like, that video isn't even that good. Like,
It don't
wow.
have to be, Barry. It don't. It's just something I got one video. It's got 1,200 and some views on it, and I just put it out there. Just be putting it out there. That shows you right there all this planning and whatever don't mount to hill of beans. Just do it as you like. Put it out there.
I used to do the splicing and editing and all that. I don't do that anymore.
I ain't
Well,
doing that.
as long as the video is under 2 minutes, put it out there.
Yeah.
No, Shawnee, that's a extra hose I had. It's got a leak in it, and I'm gonna have to do something better tomorrow with it. That's evidently not gonna work. And couplers I got, they're too big for it.
I don't even know what my top video is. I haven't got any idea. Once in a while, Google will send out about $50 or something like that, and that's it. You know, quite a few of my videos aren't monetized. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of the videos I put out just so my family overseas and see what we're doing, see that we're doing fine. You know, we're maintaining the place and all that. You know, That's what a lot of it's about.
This is let me take that off.
I just put random videos up. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not what I want. Why is this being so difficult?
Because you misgendered it, Barry. That's why. You misgendered
it.
I know. I'm such a bad influence.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know better.
I'm a bad man. I need to be whiplashed by hot Amazonian women.
Okay. Let's talk about that, man.
Make a video about it.
Yeah. Those Colombian girls. Ooh, baby.
I don't even pay no attention.
So I was wrong. It was 1205, but still, that's a lot of views for such a silly video.
Yeah, those are the videos you never think it. You know, you just put them out there for the giggles of it, and people they run across it and they watch it. It's just the way it goes. That's why I don't get all bent out of shape over it myself. I'll put a video out, and if I don't, I don't.
Wow, that's a good video right there. Boy, that looks amazing.
Wow, what's that? In a snowstorm or something?
It was a polar bear in a snowstorm.
Oh.
I wonder what the hell happened there.
Let me do a search for my channel, see what's coming back here. I do that once in a while. See who's trolling me at a distance. Yeah. Okay. No. No. No.
Huh.
There's Uncle Al. He's got a couple videos apologizing to me, but drop dead, dude. Weirdo.
I don't like him.
I do not like him at all. I tell you guys, I unsubscribed and walked away from him. I got more flack from that guy telling me that everything I do is wrong. It's like, man, you can drop and
That sounds like me sometimes when I'm constipated.
mhm.
It's like, there we go.
Yeah, I don't see too many troll videos about me today. But
I think after
yeah,
hearing that sound and then me walking up into the dark woods, kind of that probably did get people's attention. You know. I'll tell you what, if there was anybody walk around them woods, they weren't after they heard that. They probably crapped themselves.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd pretty much take the hint and turn around. Well, here's one of my videos showing that old stalker next door. That's got 10,000 views 3 years ago. That old pervert. God, why me, man? Why me?
I don't. You talk about Uncle Al,
Yeah.
Carol.
No, it's a fox. Carry on.
I don't know, Carol. I haven't thought about that. Whatever he is for a long time. It's just that he's got 2 videos that have got my channel name in it. So that's the only reason why I thought about him right now. Because I take my channel name, type it in the search block once in a while, and look up, see what people are saying about me. Yeah, Duncan, I wish I wasn't, but
I've had a couple of Will Berry's been up there when the last 2 lives I done, it was an individual just popped out of nowhere. And I asked Barry, I said, do you know this person? No. But they didn't do anything out of the way. It just, it was kind of unusual. But I don't pay much attention to it. I just, I got that button where I can give them the boot at any minute. I can give them the boot.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them the boot. Like Mud Duck says, give them the boot. They got the boot. They're mad because they got the boot.
well,
But I tell you, the more you get out there on this YouTube, and the more your channel's out there, you got to expect it. That's just what it's going to happen. You start, it attracts them weirdos and trolls and stuff, and then as it goes along with the territory, I guess. There was a time that I would let something like that bother me, but I don't even worry about it. Because you can't do anything about it other than boot them. I mean, it'd be nice if you could reach through that screen and choke them, but
yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, that was a good looking car.
Is that your old vehicle?
Yeah.
Huh.
The picture was taken the day it was bought. Stopped at Wendy's and got lunch.
Yeah.
That's the Wendy's in London that's got that all that stuff in the background there. Back about maybe 300, maybe 3,000 yards. There's a 3,000 feet. There's a sewage treatment plant, and you got to get out of your car quick and get into the store. Because if you're out there very long, you smell it, you lose your appetite.
Yeah.
2000 Grand Cherokee. Well, I had a lot of fun in that Jeep. Yeah, buddy. People just run Jeeps in the ground. I'm like, dude, okay, that's fine, really, because some people, the vehicles don't work well for them, and other people, it fits their lifestyle for some reason. So there's a whole lot like iPhones and Androids,
Yeah.
I tease about that, but it's whatever works for somebody. I don't really care.
Yeah. Yeah. What, you don't have an iPhone? What's wrong with you? Samsung works just as well. Why do I need to pay 10 times more for something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought a phone the other day. Just gave $68 for it, brand new. But I'm gonna put a carrier on it. I'm gonna use it. Get one that I got coverage on around here, but you gotta be careful. Some of these carriers don't have coverages in your area.
Yeah,
Well, this area anyway.
AT&T's got the best coverage out here.
Yeah.
And be honest, I think I get $30. I think is a good deal.
Oh yeah.
You're not, you're probably going to be like me, neighbor. You don't really use a lot of data. So what's going to happen? Like if you got it on AT&T, after about 3 months, they'll go, you hardly ever use any data, but here, have some more for free.
Good enough.
What's that, Barry? Oh.
World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know what apps I use on my Samsung?
None.
The phone, the texting, and that's with my wife. Occasionally I'll call a contractor, getting bids. YouTube, Tubi, maybe one other thing. That's it. Or my security cameras. Yep. That's about it. I don't play video games. I don't do none of that stuff.
You don't have a dictionary on there that tells you the proper pronouns to say?
No.
Well, that's a problem. That's your problem.
I've been suffering all these years, but I'm gonna go look for that.
I have too. I just wondered if you got it, and because so I could get the same one, make sure I got the right one.
What I find unbelievable is that they'll have someone do testify in front of the House Senate committee or whatever, and they'll ask them, what is the definition of a woman? These people are so damaged they can't even answer it.
That should be. You shouldn't even have to think about that.
No.
Normally.
Yeah. Yep. And these people are in positions of power. Oh boy. Yeah.
Definition of a woman.
Yeah.
My best friend, confidant,
wife, mother,
I mean, What? Why is it so hard to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they probably know, but they're afraid to say. 'Cause
Exactly.
They got people that's gave them money and they're hooked into the system, and
Destroy their career.
yeah, they that's a good general possibility that's what it
Mm-hmm.
is.
I always thought, what's the definition of a woman? The female human being.
Well, that's the number one.
Well,
That's the number one. Well, then they'll say? Well, what is the definition of a female human being?
mm-hmm.
They got twisted. I mean, but before they got done with me, I'd probably get ready to fight somebody.
That's what they want you to do. They want you to get.
Let me show you. I'm not a man. I'll stand up in front of the court and judge and say, I am not a man. I mean, I am a man. But I'm not a woman. Well, how do you know? I'll just drop my pants. Look, I am not a woman.
Mm.
Then they put me in jail.
Yep, that's what they want you to do.
And that's later, but I got my point across.
As I get older and I run into situations like that with conflict, I learned a valuable thing. Turn around and walk away. Don't feed into it. Just get out of it,
Yeah, that's
leave. Yeah. Yeah.
The good book says, to keep your mouth closed and your ears open.
Yeah.
And that means to listen more than speak.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get through life a lot better.
That's a fact.
I have sometimes I've controlled myself more, but sometimes I have a little problem with that. But that's just human nature. It's just something that it is what it is. But,
wait, you're human like the rest of us? Stuck your foot in your mouth?
I have to define what a human is. I don't really know. I've just been told I'm a human. I don't know.
No,
They should have told me I was a cat.
Put something out there with the neighbor. The whole neighbor thing was today. Ran down to the market to get some ketchup and a couple things and get out of the car, and I didn't have my headphones on. There's the neighbor. Their son was there. The son was there, and he comes running right to me. Hi, how you doing? And I just gave him a thumbs up, walked right in the house, locked the door.
Yeah.
His son is one of those guys. Can I borrow the whole family?
Yeah.
Can I borrow? Can I have? Can I come into your house? I tell you, the more I know about them folks, the closer to evil I'm thinking. I mean it. I mean it because they're the. I don't know. I don't want to talk too loud because the garage door is open, but I just stay away from them.
Yeah.
It's a wonder they don't come to your garage door at night.
Come to my what?
Your garage door at night. Aggravate the hell out of you.
Well, I'll know it if they do. Everything's recorded.
Yeah. Can I borrow a screwdriver?
Yeah, there you go.
A screwdriver.
I don't know how to use it, but can I borrow it?
Yeah, beat it.
I'd give my rusty one and say, you know where to put that, don't you?
Well, I wouldn't give him nothing. I don't do that. Plan ahead, go to the store.
Give him a toy one. Yeah. A toy
plan ahead. Do like I do. Plan ahead, go to the store, get what you need, and start the job yourself,
Mm-hmm.
But that goes right back to parenting. I mean, his son, he don't know no better because that's what he's seen his mom and dad do their whole life.
I mean, this is
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna maybe not right there in that situation, but eventually, You're gonna find out that things don't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
You might learn it the hard way too.
Eventually, yeah. Well, I remember one of the last few times I talked to the dad. He was out there. The guy's pretty close to 400 pounds. He is way overweight,
Oh, Lord.
and he's hitting a golf ball around and bragging to me about now he's getting paid to go golfing.
Alrighty.
Yeah, yeah.
Lord.
It's like, do you really think I am that stupid? Do you really think that I'm that
Well,
stupid?
maybe they are, and that would give him incentive to go out more, and then maybe he'll lose that 400 pounds.
Yeah. He has got to be a minimum 300 pounds, 300 a minimum, Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's hitting the ball around his front yard, and I'm getting paid to go golfing now. Blah, blah. Is there really a need to lie? Are you that insecure about your life? Do you really need to lie?
What problem is with that, Bob, is most people, they do it so much that they don't even know they're lying.
Mm-hmm.
They, have no conscience.
Yep, that's evil. That is evil right there.
Yep.
You stay over there, I stay over here. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
What are we looking at, Barry? Your solar panel?
Yeah, or as little Five, he calls it a solar panel.
A solar?
Yeah, solar.
That's one of them solar panel.
Solar panel.
It's much cleaner than it looks in that picture. I moved it the other day because stuff is just growing around it. I couldn't keep up with it, so I said, okay, I'll just move this to the front yard, which gets more sunlight anyway. So I washed it off real good before I set it back up again.
Oh.
But
Good to know.
the freaking battery isn't worth a dime. And it won't hold a charge. So, yeah, I gotta do something about that. It's not running anything right now, and the battery is at 60%. It's at full charge. Something's not right with that battery. And you can't service it. You can't take it apart or open it, adding, distilled water or anything to it. So, I don't know. Just one of them things.
You talk about, Bob, did I tell you happy Macaroni Day? I forgot about that. I don't know if I did or not.
It's Macaroni Day.
Who told you?
I read it on the title of the video.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, a video I sent Barry about all them big machines and stuff. It's funny. It's amazing what kind of stuff they got to do things with anymore in the agricultural.
Oh, that's a fact. Yeah.
Well, they got things now that just weird. And how the machines they got to pick carrots with. They showed one. I was telling Barry about it, which you'll see when he watches that video. It's a contraption that's got look like a big brush on the front of it, and it goes through ahead of the back part, of course, but it's going down through there, and it's clipping the tops plumb to the ground to where it shows the carrots that's laying there.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing right behind it comes right behind it and scoops it up, shoots it right up the conveyor belt. pretty slick looking.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's weird. All kinds of them high them things there. After they were showing the places they were showing them at, all these different types of equipment was all flat land, which wouldn't. Those types of equipment wouldn't work too well here.
Yeah, in the Midwest it's perfect, but
Yeah, it's flat.
uh-huh.
But they're still neat. That thing, look at that thing right there. That thing right.
Machinery has become a farmer's best friend.
There's the robot.
Element. Let's join WowTech to explore the exciting innovations in agriculture around the world.
Yeah.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button when you're ready for more. The seed harvest begins when the grass turns from green to brown.
We can watch it while we talk on it.
The harvester will be driven through the fields to cut the grass
and collect the seeds.
Look at all that food. Look at that. Look at that.
It's collecting seeds. See?
Yeah.
Plowing is a time-consuming task.
That's a robot,
Bob. So it makes sense to give this.
Yeah, it is.
It's a robot. Look at him. What do you got you plowing right there? Look at that thing. Got to be powerful, dude.
Wow, you're not kidding. Look at that go.
Look how big them plows are.
Yep.
This thing here, I can't remember what it is now. It tells up top.
Looks like a rotor.
It's a technology makes field cleaning efficient with just one pass, one operator, and one tractor.
They pick up the rocks off the field with it.
Right on.
And they take it and they can reuse the rocks.
Yeah.
They can dump it in that bed.
Yes, sir. They could use that for aggregate, for culture, concrete or something like that.
Check that thing out. That's slick right there.
Wow.
And this thing here, they load them bales into that.
Preference. Spreading straw layers can keep the soil moisture and create the perfect growing environment.
There you go. Yeah, that's compost right there.
See it? It keeps it, yeah. Right down through the strawberries.
Keep going, guys. The world needs food, man. Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah, every day there's a big facility down in the port of Tacoma that it's enormous
AGI
actually,
X2
and it's got rail cars, thousands of them,
upgraded
emptying
discharge
grain
style features
into
for
there, and
fast,
it gets
efficient
sold
grain
off to
transfer
export.
large bins.
Now, you imagine if our economic situation here collapses this country, how many billions of people will starve to death if we're not shipping all that food across the world, you know? Well, what's that doing? Oh, look at that. Trimming leaves off. Look at that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all right.
Necessary before starting a new season. Thanks to it, the soil will be cleared for other maintenance tasks.
That's cutting down them old grapes.
Yes, sir. Making them right into some mulch. Perfect. I love it.
That's some high. Look at that thing. Golly.
Wow.
Look at that. What a day's work done. To think our grandparents had to do all that by hand with a sickle, you know?
Yeah.
That's some kind of tool.
I've seen one of these before.
Something like a dandelion thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you could it's mainly for weeds.
Boy, look at that.
That's a platform
harvester. I've run a combine before, but nothing like that.
That's a platform harvester.
Wow, does it mulch up all that stuff, turn it back into soil that fast?
Yeah, check this out. This is what they're seeding. This is a seeding apparatus. It's a big old plant seeding.
Yeah, let's ban fossil fuels. Yeah.
In wet condition,
look at robot. That's cool.
Compaction. Therefore, Agbot quickly switches to intra-row rail mode.
Agbot.
No, you're cultivating it. It's cultivating.
The MKC 4TR is designed designed for harvesting leafy vegetables such as spinach, curly cabbage, parsley, and so on. And it requires these greens to reach a minimum height of meters before harvesting.
Look at all those acres of food. Look at all that.
they make
Look
hay
at that.
bale. They make balers that you walk up, come right behind the baler, and it loads itself. This right here takes the hull of the walnut.
Oh yeah.
It separates it from the inside.
Oh yeah. We had a walnut tree and we had to do that by hand. Man, you want to talk about messy, stain your hands? Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's really slick right there.
oily. You can make
Mhm.
a finish for wood out of that oil.
Oh, I
Walnut
believe they would. I believe they would because it stayed in my hands for a week. You know.
Yeah.
Longer is picking them in early morning or late evening.
That's tomatoes there.
Wow. Yeah, let's destroy the United States. let the whole world starve to death. You know.
Now this
Yeah,
here
good.
is a little thing to stretch plastic out to make. Watch them there. Watch them.
Yep.
That looks like it's over in the Philippines or someplace like that.
Yeah,
The sharp
China or someplace. Yeah.
millimeters deep into the ground to clear baby weeds.
Well, that's some dry soil.
Yeah. That's
Yes,
a
it is.
teaser. All right, look there.
Husker.
And corn harvester. That's a short row.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what.
That's a single row harvester. Oh, look at that.
Plastic mulch on the surface is a safer method. This keeps the moisture
Look at
Boy,
them.
John, Deere,
controlling the weeds.
Look at them indigenous people riding on it.
John Deere puts out some nice looking gear.
Yes, they do. Spendy, but it works.
Yeah.
I like these. I like watching brush hog videos. How they'll take this overgrown nastiness and just turn it right into soil. You know, almost soil. You know, just like that. Look at that.
Yeah.
I do that in my yard.
Yeah, probably work good.
Barry, that would clean your yard in about 3 minutes, man. Whoosh, gone. You know.
Boy, look at them big chisel plows there,
Mm-hmm.
There are
breaking that ground up.
depending on the geographical
Yep.
region or geological conditions. And
The
that's why
chisel
we need
plow.
machines for crushing to
I said,
ensure
what's that?
the weeds
Oh,
fit.
look at
Rotavator.
that grinds up any rocks that's in the field. That
Mhm.
thing there does. Look at this big mower.
23 cutting heads. This mower confidently
A
challenges
16
Lord.
meter mower.
high efficiency.
Look at that.
That's 16 meters on each side. Whatever a meter is, 16 meters is. That's got to be at least 50 foot on each side. Got to be.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Compared to building a warehouse, silo bags are more
Yeah,
flexible.
railroad cars full of that food right there. Comes right to the Port of Tacoma all the time.
Will automatically move as the bag is rolled up to put them into the container.
That's where people's feed comes from. People, yeah, right
Yep.
there.
Mm-hmm.
It-
When you
it
open, yeah, you go buy a loaf of bread and somewhere in Taiwan, that's where your food comes from, right there.
it's a hay teeter.
Agriculture is still the biggest industry in the United States. Still the biggest.
Check this out. I gotta select that thing out. And there's a cedar, corn cedar.
That'd make a raccoon spin in circles and die. All that corn. Which one do I do? Well, there's so many. What do I do?
Teach it a lesson. Teach it a lesson. Look at this robot.
You can always tell when a channel takes content from another channel because there'll be a blurred out logo.
Don't cut too much.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
He's at a greenhouse.
Here's the carrot thing. See a big brush is scalping the top of it. There's your
Oh,
carrot.
look at that. Mhm.
There's your carrots. And this thing comes right behind it. See?
Right out of the ground. Yeah, look at that.
Good on them juicy carrots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that container's full.
So experts need to collect and study
Oh, you must be digging a well.
And with this drill, the soil samples will
Soil sampler.
Mm-hmm.
They can check the soil content right there on the spot with it. Say, look like poop.
Well, that's good. That's some good dark dirt.
I didn't watch this part. This is beyond past what I watched. So I'm with y'all on this one.
Yeah, I mentioned about how much, on a foreign panel, some of the foreigners, oh, the hell with the United States. We'll hope you guys, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, who's going to feed you?
Yeah.
Who's going to feed you? Well, we don't need your food. It's all full of GMHO, PBY, 9A. Wait. I want you to explain to me, how does that happen? What's the process?
God, look at her.
Yeah, what's the process? How do you inject all this stuff into all this food? Yeah. Oh, and they can't explain that, but the TV tells them that the food coming from the U.S. is terrible.
Well, some most of it is. It's this old processed stuff, but you know what? Not the real food. What in the world's that?
I will say this: they're well.
Oh,
There's been some reports that people were getting fruits and vegetables that were rubbery, and like the watermelon. It was a watermelon. The green was peeling off the watermelon. When they cut it, there was no water.
check that thing out.
There was no water, and the whole thing was like rubber. They could barely even break it. It was supposed to be a watermelon.
Cutting spinach by hand is very time consuming, so let this digging machine help you out.
That's over in Asia. Look at Chinaman.
Yep.
What's slick? Look at her.
Well, I told them international folks, if you don't like the wheat and soybean and all the grain we make, stop eating.
Yeah.
Just stop eating. I've seen the bulk delivery overseas on different videos. It comes in giant, enormous barges, and they just suck it out. And what they do with it from there on is up to them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're talking about corn kernels, millions of tons of corn. Well, what you do with it is up to you.
Yep.
It's all the Americans' fault. It's all really. Well, just stop eating then. Yeah. Stop.
I'm gonna cut this off because I want to watch. I'm going to show you all what I saw today, and then I want you to.
Okay.
You give your 5 cents, 10 cents. Just give me a minute. I'll find it. I'm just going to give the guy some views. Not like he needs any, but just look at my history. I like to clean my history out after about a week, and so far I haven't cleaned it out, which is good because that means I can find it. At least you'd think I could.
I generally clean mine out after a couple, 2-3 days. Because if you don't, it starts, all kinds of crap starts popping up in your feed.
This is Riverside Homestead. He doesn't really need help with his views, so but just so everybody knows, I'm not gonna diss the guy because he does a good job and he's about as real as the rest of us.
If you haven't been paying attention to the watermelon, the blueberries, avocado, fruit, vegetables. Are your fruits and vegetables made by a 3D printer these days? Is this the reason why everyone's saying that the skins are peeling off like paper and it's rubbery? That's why I'm here, and we've got this community. I'm bringing you awareness. Got some crazy important stuff that you guys need to know coming right up.
I don't see how that could be possible.
It would have it would take an enormous portion of the planet to put that many 3D printers to
My name is Cohen here
produce
at
that much
Riverside
food.
Homestead, and if you're brand new here,
Yeah,
welcome. If you guys are into prepping tips, emergency
I-
preparedness, and
Let
most
me
of
see
all,
if I can try to
news and
pause
awareness,
this
stuff
for a
that you want-
second, just so I can throw this out here. I
Yeah.
think it's a test bed. So
Hmm.
not every plant out there that you get in these stores, and so far they haven't mentioned what store sold it. But here's my take on it. I could be totally off the target, but I think there's test beds. There's stores that might get a few that are test subjects.
Right.
So there might be
I could go for that. Yeah.
there might be 50 real watermelons in there, and and then one bad one that's been 3D printed.
Yeah.
Because they're already 3D printing meat.
Yeah.
So-
I couldn't see that.
Yeah. Okay, but I don't see I've seen that before, Carol. I know what you're saying, but I've never seen one do like they were showing in these videos. That's what I'm having a hard time with.
want to know about, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one.
People are saying that they're 3D printing our fruits and vegetables. Bananas. Have you noticed bananas not seeming right lately?
So my mother was showing me that she opened a banana that she thinks that these are not real bananas. We got it from the supermarket, but when she opens it and she breaks it in half, it gets very tough and doesn't really break. And when it pulls, it's like it's glue. It's very tight and doughy.
Think about it. When you close your eyes and maybe the texture is off, but the taste is on point. Something's not right. And we're going to go over some of that stuff so you guys are a little bit better aware on the differences of what.
Okay, so what you've seen so far is the Carol grows bananas. Have you seen a banana do that? That might have been on the vine too long. Okay.
I'll go check it out next time I go overseas.
My bananas get like that if they don't get enough water. Also, when she peeled it, it had the string on it. Okay. Yeah. Well, I threw it out there as a
Yeah. I'm going to need more proof than
subjective,
I would like to see the facilities that are actually fabricating this stuff.
Yeah,
I want to see it. I want to see it, Yeah.
Yeah, they said something about avocados too.
Yeah, that is a fact. They pick the stuff that comes from south of the border. They pick it early and let it ripen up in transit. And then when I go overseas, the food is better because it's picked off the tree that morning and brought into the market.
Yeah.
What's Maria sending me something here? The heck does she want? No, saying good morning. All right. Maria,
Well, say good morning right back. I mean,
I am.
rude.
Hello, Maria. Well,
Maria. Oh. But we just don't watch other people's stuff. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said we just won't share other people's stuff. How's that?
Why are you saying that?
I just thought it would be, sort of if we could compare notes and say, okay, yeah, it's BS, or which we kind of did,
Well, yeah, I kind of want to see more information. I want to.
Me too.
I want to see the machines that are actually printing out the meat and the fruit and all. I'd like to see that. if that's true, I want to see it. You know,
Yeah.
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 That's all. I'm not angry or upset. I hope
Well,
you
I'm
don't.
not
You're
either.
not,
I'm just
not
saying that
mistaken.
it's, it is BS, and it's just, I wanted to.
Yeah.
I wish there was more people in here because, I would get pretty deep into the meat and potatoes, and I wouldn't care if I did get a strike for it. What are they going to do? I'm a small channel. What are they going to do?
Oh my Lord, they're going to give me a strike.
They could take my 412 subscribers away from me.
Oh no, Barry. No, they'll
Go to
shut your
Rumble.
channel. The Illuminati will shut your channel down, Barry. Come on.
Yeah, well, I'll just go to Rumble. I mean,
That sounds fair. Mhm.
Rumble, you can pretty much relax and kick back and do your own thing on there.
wait, be yourself? Oh, that's
Yeah.
unheard of.
No,
I know that's a highly unheard of thing nowadays, but I've been threatening to go to Rumble just to change over and just keep this along, keep this channel just I can transfer everything off. I can transfer everything over to Rumble, all my stuff, and keep this channel just so I can get on your live with stuff.
Yeah. The only thing I still use is YouTube and Facebook.
I don't know. I ain't like anybody on here is saying anything that's hateful or untrue or anything.
No, I just want people. I want people to be aware of what's happening around them because,
of course,
it's
it's everybody's opinion.
I didn't have to second guess the. I bought, a salad in a bag, and then I bought coleslaw in a bag. Of course, I didn't have to guess. I could look at it and tell it was real. But the reason I bought it was because I figured I needed more of that stuff in my diet because I've been eating canned veggies, and those are fine, but you really need something that's, real roughage. And I missed having a salad, boy. It was good. Probably tomorrow I'm going to mix up the coleslaw. Yeah, I got coleslaw mix, so
yeah.
I can't wait. I love coleslaw. I could probably eat my weight in coleslaw.
You and my wife, man, they love that stuff. She loves that stuff. Oh. Yeah, if there is some truth to some of that kind of stuff, I'd really like to see how it's done. See what it is. Matter cannot be created. It can be changed and altered, but it cannot be created just by running something through a machine. It doesn't work that way. Matter cannot be created, and it cannot be destroyed. You can alter it, but that's it.
Yeah. What our rich started out with to begin with is there no matter what how they change it.
Yeah.
Make a banana apple out of a banana before it's over with.
And they call it a banapple.
Banapple.
A banapple. Oh, I like that name. Yeah. Marketing strategy right there, Barry.
You might have something, Barry.
You bite into it, it's got that crispy apple texture to it, but it's got a banana taste to it.
Invest, Barry. Buy some shares. Let's get after it. Let's go public.
But it's not, Coach. It's not. No, this isn't part of our agenda. No.
Yeah.
You just make it count for your food.
If you look at a piece of meat from the side or if you cut it, and if it looks layered, it's printed.
Yeah.
If it looks like it's got layers in it, you know, because meat don't have layers. Real meat.
Onions have layers.
You did?
Onions have layers.
You did.
That's what the oh God, what's that movie? Shit.
See,
Yeah. I forgot what the movie was.
there you go.
Yeah,
Soylent.
157. Yeah.
Let's soil it green. Why are we burying all them bodies? Let's just freaking eat them.
Yeah.
That was Michael Myers. Not Michael Myers. Damn it. Who's that? Who's the green troll?
Green troll.
Yeah.
What?
It was the animated movie.
The Grinch?
No.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Ollie, you're confusing me with your
Oh,
unverbal.
It
Is
is
that-
cute in it.
are you
Yeah,
talking
this-
about Shrek or something?
Yeah, Shrek. Yeah.
Okay.
He said ogres are like onions. They have layers. Which
Oh,
he still didn't make his point. And Donkey was like, what the heck? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
here, give me a minute.
Barry's got layers.
I was what? I just had, I don't know, major brain farts just then. Ooh,
You gave me one. I was sitting there going, what?
yeah, I just totally lost it. I was like, thought I was on a roller, and all of a sudden I'm like,
Yeah, I've done that. Be sitting there talking, all of a sudden your brain just locks up. He's like, that's enough.
it's like a CD when it's got a scratch in it, goes.
Yeah, sit there. Start to sit
Oh,
there
man.
and get stuck on one little tune over and over.
No, it's the ones that got a really bad gouge in them, and it gets stuck on that one spot. It goes.
That's what my brain says. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my ex, Carol, my ex had to go. We were living in Hazard, and she had to go to the hospital. We took her to ER because she was practically gagging on her own acid, and we had to run her to Pikeville, Kentucky, to the hospital out there. They had to do surgery, kind of a surgery to get the reflux to settle down because she was burning her esophagus with her own acid.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I get acid reflux, I think of that time. I'm like, oh God, please don't let that happen to me. It was horrible.
It hurts.
And I couldn't keep up the ambulance. I had the Jeep going 110, and I lost them. And later on, she told me, she said, every time I gagged, the guy found more gas pedal. And I said, I believe it. I could not keep up with him. I was running 110, and I got to the point where I lost them all together, and I didn't know. I couldn't remember. At night, going to Pikeville looks different, and I could remember that there was a turnoff that takes you on another parkway, and that was the one I couldn't remember because it takes you right to the hospital. And I had to stop at a gas station, and I was like talking a mile a minute. Yeah, right up here. Just take that turn right there. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, bye. And I was like, saying that as I'm running out the door. I got in the Jeep and I floored it going out of there. It's a wonder a cop didn't pull me over.
Yeah, it's a wonder that they wasn't watching for you, because normally
it was 11 o'clock at night. Now, I mean, I was just flat getting it.
when we'd going around like that, we tell them, say, do not follow us. If if you want to follow us, don't try to keep up with us because we're going to be going through red lights and you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, luckily I didn't hit any red lights because we stayed on two different parkways. But
yeah,
well, I said, why does my Jeep say 120, but it won't even reach 120? It stopped at like 110, like it had a governor on it. And it was just like, is that all you got? And I was like stomping it, and it's going, oh, growling at me like, don't do that. The little six banger was giving it all it had.
You know how far it is from, say, Fort Logan to Lexington, don't you?
Yeah, about an hour 40.
I drove it in 30 minutes.
Dang, son.
I drove it in 30 minutes. Probably a little less than 30 minutes. But I had the entire road clear ahead of me. They dispatched ahead, blocked all intersections. It was that serious of a thing. Son, jeez. I never let off that gas. I hit them intersections like it was they weren't even there. Within safety reasons, you know, I didn't go jet speed or anything. But,
yeah.
But yeah. What's he got? What's he eating? Ashes?
No, it's some of that fertilizer I made, and
well, he's eating fertilizer. Okay.
Yeah, I'm only 6 foot. I need to keep growing. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The time released homemade fertilizer.
No, honestly, Bob, I thought that was some kind of plate of food you brought in there.
No.
I couldn't see it up close.
My plants will eat. My plants will eat this. It's time released. You know, get water on it and all that, and the worms eat it. Whatever else, you know. Yep. Bone meal, blood meal, coffee grounds, and naughty books. Yep.
That's the same brand I smoke when I'm not rolling my own. I'm not gonna say the name, but
be right back once again.
All right.
I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging or nothing, but I asked 2 or 3 people about it when have they ever done it, and I'm the only person that could drive that fast with the IV bags not even move in the back of the truck.
Jeez.
When when they're hanging down, or whatever.
Yeah.
And not even he might just move just a tad, just a little bit. They're not swinging back and forth like a grandfather clock or anything. I didn't even realize I was doing it. I just, you gotta know how to hit the brakes and not stomp them or anything. You just gotta. They said, man, that's the smoothest ride I ever had in my life. No, thank you. Give me a raise.
Yeah.
And every time, which it was detriment to my own fault because after that, let's get Randall to drive this long run.
Yeah.
Oh, the cop beat home. Called. Can you come in and make this Lexington run? We really need to be up there now. The chopper can't fly.
I heard the chopper turn one down today.
They probably either tied up or the condition wasn't right.
Yeah.
Well, they say, I said, why can't your chopper take them? Chopper can't fly today. They won't fly. And this patient's got to be at Lexington now, right now. How long will it take you to get here? Oh, about 20 minutes. I said, my God, what I do?
Yeah, because you're driving your own personal vehicle. You still have to watch your speed and everything.
Yeah, I didn't speed or anything going over it, 'cause they were already at the hospital, so there wasn't no need for me to rush. But they had to be there. I had hauled it was 2 nurses and a doctor in the back transporting an infant to Children's Hospital in Lexington. Had it one of them events, and incubator box thing.
Yeah.
Had it all hooked up. I drove my car straight to the hospital and left my car there and got in the car in the ambulance and took off. It was like, hurry up. No. Boy, I was nervous too. You got all them people in the back and you're kind of like,
yeah, they're yeah.
I'm responsible for everybody that's in the back. So and that's when they opened the road up and said the road is completely clear from here to Lexington. The police will be blocking all the intersections. That's all I need to know.
I got lucky one morning when I worked over there at Stanford, the radio station. I heard dead air, and I was like, "Oh shit! What's wrong with the computer?" It still should have been playing until I got there, and it was just I got in that truck and hauled butt down there to Stanford, and I went right through. Well, I didn't go through the light. The light changed just right as I got to that white line right there in front of Save Lot. There was a cop sitting there. And I flew past him. I know I was going about 55, and that's what, a 35-mile-per-hour lane right through there.
Mm-hmm.
And I got up to the radio station, and I'm like, well, if they're going to pursue me, they'll know where to find me, because my truck was sitting right there on the edge of the parking lot. And I just ran in there to figure out what was going on, because we had already went through where somebody had broke into the transmitter site and stole all that stuff, took us off the air, and that's what I thought happened again. And I thought this time, well, we got a transmitter, but we don't have any audio, so I thought, well, it's either the transmitter site or the studio. But either way, I had to get up there. I don't know, I was lying, because anytime you have dead air, one, the FCC doesn't like it, and two, that's lost money.
Mm-hmm.
So I got up there. It was about 10 minutes before my time to get on, and I played a bunch of commercials, which were all on computer, and then I threw on some music for the last 10 minutes. Went in the computer trying to figure out why it didn't fire off, and apparently it'd been dead air for a couple hours.
Oh my God.
Because the computer, somebody didn't save that last couple of hours. So they were in a hurry when they made the schedule, and it left a couple of hours dead air, and the computer didn't know to go back to the satellite. So apparently it was firing off commercials, but then it didn't go back to the satellite. So I disabled satellite and went back manual, what they call
cows are raising cane out there.
Computer assist or something like that. So that's what happens when you rely on a computer to run your radio station for you. But yeah, if that cop wanted me, he could have had me, but I think like most of the cops knew that I worked there, so it might have been why he just didn't, he could have stopped me right then and there. Or he was sleeping. I don't know. But I was lucky that day. Running 55 and a 35. But And that truck was a quiet. It had glass packs on it. Dual exhaust, 390.
I'll be back, man. I'm quite sure to what that Cody's doing out in the field.
All right. When you talk about a fast truck, 1970 Ford F100 had a 390 in it. Well, that thing would squall.
That's a big engine.
Yeah, buddy. We had a 4-barrel carburetor on it. It was a Holly, but we had 2 of the ports blocked off so it would run as a 2-barrel because that thing was just unruly with a 4, and it would gulp the gas like nobody's business.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's just run it as a 2-barrel. So we fashioned a plate for it. Tales told in the dark. Good evening to you. Or actually, good morning. It's 12:22 here.
It's after midnight there. Well, okay.
After midnight, we're going to let it all hang out.
I've seen that channel somewhere around. Let me see. Looking at that channel right now. Yeah, all about cryptid and ghost stories and all that. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Well, all that stuff you just saw me show you on the webcam is out on top of the grass in the backyard right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll run it over with the mulching mower and bye-bye. Making more of it right now. I should see robin redbreasts. You know, there's a pair of them nesting around here somewhere. They come into my backyard in the evening, just before sunset. Man, they get the biggest damn worms out of my grass. They're just freaking huge like that, you know. And I bet you they're.
Oh, okay. Good night. Good night, Carol.
Good night, everybody.
You sleep well tonight, Carol, and we'll talk to you in the morning sometime or afternoon.
Yeah, it's shined a light back over in there, and I didn't see no light eyeballs, so it was just one coyote by himself. He was making them short yips.
Oh, yip, 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 yip.
You know.
Yeah.
I think trying to call a mate or something or whatever.
Probably.
They're getting brave around here, dude. They're getting brave.
Uh-huh. Well, I see them all around town sometimes. Not every day, but they're in town.
They're getting desperate for some reason. I don't know what it is, but they're getting brave.
Must not be enough food.
Water, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking going to dry.
Mm-hmm.
The creek has no water in it at all.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There it is.
I was down there in the creek yesterday. Well, the day before yesterday, when I looked for my drone stuff. The creek dry to bone. The only water source they got is these ponds. But yeah.
Oh, why am I doing that? I put it wrong.
It's a beautiful night out there tonight. It's don't feel too bad out there.
Yeah, even out here on the West Coast. think we got around. Well, it's 83 degrees here right now. It was over it was 90 something like that today, and I was just loving it. Man.
I don't know what temperature it is here. I can't. I don't have no thermometer close where I can see it.
Look at my phone real quick.
Yeah, I've got mine on my computer right there.
Yeah, mine is usually there, but it ain't showing it for some stupid reason.
70 degrees right now. And
32. 32 and clear. Yeah. Well, that's about right. They don't feel too bad out there, right? It's actually comfortable.
Yeah, it's 9:30 now, and Mrs. just now came in from outside. She was out on the deck reading. Said, I'm gonna go and take a shower, go to bed. Okay, baby. Man, she cooked up a ton of food the last couple days. Lord.
she don't want you going hungry when
Yep.
she's at work.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I got so disappointed a couple days ago. So she tried a new recipe for some chicken and spaghetti. She had it in the and I had a bunch of it, and then put it in the fridge. And I was going to have leftovers the next day. Damn son got up in the middle of the night and he ate all of it. I get up in the morning and I went, "What the heck? What the heck?" I sent the wife a text. I said, "Where's the food?" She says, "Well, it's in the fridge." No, it's not.
Oh,
He was slick though. He even washed all the dishes, put them away.
I see now how he done. That's pretty slick, really.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, got to give him an A+ for that. But, man, I don't know what she did with that chicken recipe, but it was delicious. And or kid, you're fired. That's it.
The top 20 rudest cities in America. What is yours on the list? That's what I was reading here off of a thing here. I'm not going to select
Boston.
I couldn't answer that. I don't live in a city.
Boston, New York. I don't know.
Prehistoric mega structure discovered in Montana.
The Illuminati made it.
Gotta be.
I think Barack Obama had something to do with it.
Forgotten fame. 20 celebrities who disappeared from Hollywood. I didn't do it.
And there was one old-time actor that I had some respect for because, Marlon Brando. Now he made all of his movies, and then he went and retired. Lived in a modest house, was not some big mansion. Raised his family, and I remember seeing years and years later he was real big around because he loved cooking. And he granted an interview with Connie Chung, and she says, "How do you feel about your great performances?" And he says, "That's how I made a living. I was an actor, and I'm retired now. Never got wound up in that jet set drug scene and all that. Well, he just went, made his money, made enough money to retire, raise his family. I mean, that's something I can respect. Because some of them folks, they just can't get out of that limelight once they're in it.
Yeah, well, they get stuck in that. The devil gets a hold of them, and it's all over.
That's a fact. Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord.
I see a lot of young famous people, musicians and actors, and You could just look at them and see the evil just oozing out of them.
That's the root cause of all this stuff, dude. I don't care what anybody says. It's from devils and demons, and yeah, that's where it comes from. It's where it starts. Yep.
Sold their souls to be great.
Yep. Have you guys watched that movie I recommended last week, Nefarious?
Now, I didn't get around to it.
Well, I tell you, Barry, that is one of the best movies I've ever seen about demonic possession and why they do it and how they do it. It's recommended by the Catholic Church. It is just two guys sitting at a table. Convicted guy's going to go to the electric chair and a psychiatrist who has to sign it off. Fantastic movie. No blood spurting, no vomiting, but it's a demon that's telling this doctor what they do and how they do it. It's very plain, put right out there. Best movie, I swear. Best movie.
You know what? One of the best inventions ever was?
Ice cream sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Dip that sucker in some warm coffee. Oh, man. That's paradise. Watch it, Barry. Watch it, Barry. They 3D printing coffee beans. Watch it. Watch it.
That ice cream sandwich you're eating is not real, Barry.
It's not
Oh,
real.
no.
It's printed. Yeah. Made from plastic from 3M or something. I don't know.
Tastes pretty good, be fake.
Mm-hmm.
The cookie's not as good as they used to be. They're making the cookie part so thin that it comes apart on the paper.
Yeah.
It's printed.
Probably.
Made by the Chinese in the city of Illuminati or whatever.
Made for Walmart. Great value ice cream.
I got to tell you, fella, there's one fella that was on one of the international panels. He's a Swede. And oh boy. Fella needs some help. He does. You know, everything. He even believes that the Illuminati has targeted him for assassination. Yeah. And he's sitting there in front of a webcam with a flak vest on and walking.
God.
Yeah, he's bent. And then I really had to control my temper because he was one of the Europeans again. All the food that comes from the Americans is poisoned. It's poisoning the entire planet. And I went, really? How does that happen? But he wasn't there enough to be able to explain it. But yeah, everything that comes out of the United States is poison and it's intended to murder the entire planet yeah. Get this, guys. Yeah.
Good night, Duncan.
He's got all this tactical gear, but his country will not allow him to own a firearm.
Wow.
Yeah. It's the Illuminati. You know, I was like, oh, dude, go get some help. You know, or at least stay offline until you get some help, you know. Yeah, he said straight out, the Illuminati is targeted.
He went down the rabbit hole and never found his way out.
Never did, Barry. Yeah, he just put on more body armor and shit. I was like, oh boy, dude, you know. Yeah.
Wow.
So have you ever tried prayer? You know, God does exist and he listens to you. Man. Well, I'm gonna bounce out of here, fellas. I said my piece. And
yeah, it's been 5 hours and or 3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours, yeah. Watch out for that 3D printed everything because the Illuminati's behind it all.
I've been sitting here breathing that 3D printed air.
Yeah, me too. but I'm still going to stay within my 3D printed little home and control what I can.
Yeah.
And hopefully
Right.
I can find more of these horrible books and put them into fertilizer, you know.
There you go.
Later. Peace out, guys. Later, Randall.
Yep. Thanks for coming up, Bob.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think 3 hours is long enough. Where'd you go, Goblin? Huh. Fell out of his chair, bumped his head on his 3D printed floor. All righty, there's one watching. You're a hardcore watcher. Everybody have a good night.